What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Syndicate Talk. I'm your host, TJ, with the Boxing Syndicate. And today's episode is just really a boxing news episode. There's been a lot of great news just coming out within the last couple of weeks, so I just wanted to talk about a little bit of it. We could really just start first off, man. It's been a lot of great news today in particular. We just heard fucking obviously we heard not too long ago Inoue is moving up to 122 and vacating his belts at 118, but we just got the news that him and Stephen Fulton Jr. have agreed upon a deal to fight at 122 in Japan. That shit gonna be crazy as fuck. Obviously this is the fight we wanted for Inoue at 122. I didn't imagine it would be the first fight. We all thought Stephen Fulton Jr. was going to fight Brandon Figorora for the second time, but it does not look like that's happening. But I am not upset about that. I am fine with Inoue and Cool Boy Steph. That is the fight boxing fans need. Is two of the best in the world, in my opinion. And obviously, Cool Boy Steph is the best at 122. Inoue is the best at 118. Now he's moving up. Then we can just make the best of the best class. So that's definitely gonna be dope as fuck. I don't know who I'm going yet. I think I want to say Cool Boy Steph just because he's used to the weight at 122. I'm not sure if Inoue's power is going to transfer to 122. Obviously, it is only 4 pounds, but that does make a difference. So I'm not sure if his power is going to transfer, but I do think he's going to be really good. So we'll see how it happens. I'm definitely going to make a prediction episode about that. So we just have to wait on that. But next up, man, started off with some good news. So that was some pretty big news to start off with. But next up, yeah, going off of that, fucking obviously, Brandon Figueroa was supposed to fight Stephen Fulton Jr. That's no longer happening. He's now fighting. Well, he's supposed to be fighting now. Mark Magsayo, which is another dope fight. Mark Magsayo comes to fight every time. He coming out to scrap. He's pushing forward and he's moving forward. So that's definitely a great fight for Brandon Figueroa as well. So it's definitely a fire fight. Definitely still a great fight. But obviously, we did want to see the rematch. A lot of people had Brandon Figueroa winning the first fight. I did not. I did have Stephen Fulton winning that fight, but it was a great fight, close fight. But it would have definitely been nice to get a second fight just to have Cool Boy kind of prove the doubters wrong and win in a convincing way. So I definitely was interested in that fight, but I'm definitely not mad at the Magsayo or Brandon Figueroa. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. Next up in the news, man, there's a lot of great news coming out in the past week. Fucking not Stephen Fulton Jr., but Shakur Stevenson, not Stephen Fulton Jr., Shakur Stevenson. I know y'all probably heard about this as well. He's supposed to be fighting Shuiciro Yoshino. I'm thinking that's supposed to happen in April. That's going to be dope as hell. It's definitely Shakur's first fight at 135. To be honest, I'm not sure how good Yoshino is, but he is ranked number 8 at lightweight, 16-0. So it's a great fight for Shakur to just get his feet wet at 135, see how he does, see if he's used to the weight or if he can handle the weight, which I'm pretty sure he can. He'll probably piece Yoshino up pretty well. He'll probably piece him up pretty good just to, see how it feels, at 135 for the first time officially. So I'm definitely, it's always fun to watch Shakur. He's just one of those guys that, a generational fighter, definitely in my eyes, a pound for pound fighter right now. Probably going to go down. He's probably going to be a Hall of Famer as well. So definitely always interesting to see him fight anybody, to see, because it's just his skill level is just so fucking superb. It's just crazy. So Yoshino's probably in for a long night, but you never know. You see if somebody can test Shakur. He's never really been tested by anybody. Like I said, Yoshino 16-0, number 8 ranked lightweight, so he's top 10 guy. So we'll see what happens. I'm definitely interested. Also had Errol, Spence, Keith Thurman. Talked about getting finalized. I'm not sure if that's getting finalized, but I think it is. It's supposed to be a fucking 154 though. Not sure why. I'm assuming Errol Spence don't want to risk the belts fucking with Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, obviously, I'm taking Errol Spence in the fight. I'm going to just be honest with you, whether it was at 147 or 154. But I'm assuming Errol Spence or somebody in this team, Al Heyman, whoever, does not want to risk the belts at 147. So they're going to fight at 154. Win or lose, he keeps his 147 belts, and the Crawford opportunity is still in play. Maybe for late 2023 or something, but we just never know. Is he gonna go to 154 like 154 and vacate the 147 belts and say fuck Crawford? You just never know. Could they meet up at 154? You never know. So we'll just see how that plays out. I do like Keith Thurman. Obviously, he only has the one loss to Manny Pacquiao, so definitely a dog. 30-1. He definitely had his day, I believe. I don't think it's his time anymore. I think obviously he still wants to fight the best. He's still considered one of the best welterweights on the planet. But I just think Errol Spence is a lot better at this point in their careers. So we'll see how that plays out. And, you know, like I said, Errol Spence is going to take the dub in that one. I'm still not sure why 154. I'm assuming some news will probably come out about that in the future. But Keith is not a tune-up. Like I said, I don't think Keith is a tune-up. I think Keith is going to come out and try to fight. Keith is always in shape. He has that mentality where, you know, he don't think nobody can beat him, which is obviously needed for a fighter. So I'm definitely interested in seeing what Keith Thurman can do versus the unified champion Errol Spence. It's definitely going to be a dope fight. I definitely don't think it's going to be a boring fight whatsoever. So definitely interested in seeing that. Definitely hoping Errol Spence gets the W just because I just want to see what his next move is. I just don't know what he's thinking or what his team is thinking. I just don't know. I'm definitely interested in what his next move is. Is he going, like I said, is he going to stay at 54 and challenge some of those guys at 54, or is he going to beat Keith Thurman, go back to 147, try to get undisputed versus Terrence Crawford, which fucking the whole fucking fight universe is waiting for, and it might not fucking happen, but we'll see. But I don't know. Errol has me confused right now, but nonetheless, I'm interested in the fight. Love Keith Thurman as well. Big fan of Keith Thurman. So to see both of those guys in the ring, finally, you know, they were supposed to probably fight a long time ago too. So to see both those guys finally in the ring together, it's cool to see. So definitely excited for that one. Some other fucking news that came out as well. Edgar Berlanga is no longer with Top Rank. I'm not really surprised at this, especially with the last few fights Edgar has had. He definitely has not been impressive in his last few fights. Definitely, even I'm not sure who he fought, but one of those fights you could have argued he lost. So I'm not really surprised by this. I didn't think it would happen so soon, just because they were pushing Edgar pretty well. But you did see, though, once Edgar started to take on those tough fights, the push for Edgar really did start to slow down. So Edgar probably felt it was in his best interest to leave. They did say it was a mutual agreement for both parties to separate. So, I mean, like I said, they probably saw Edgar's momentum starting to slow down. Edgar felt that and was like, you know what, I can do my own thing, or I can go with a PBC, make some money, or I can go with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom, or DAZN, you know, Matchroom and DAZN, whatever, you know what I mean? So we'll see what his next move is. I'm definitely interested in seeing where Edgar Berlanga lands as far as promotional. For me personally, I don't know, man. A lot of people, for Edgar, he probably does need a team behind him. He probably isn't ready to go the independent contractor route, such as a Tank or a Terrence Crawford right now. But I mean, he probably could do well with a PBC, make a lot of money. Some great fighters over there at PBC. But we'll see, you know what I mean? I'm definitely a fan of Edgar Berlanga. Like I said, his last few fights haven't been the most impressive. But I do think he is a great talent. I do not think he's the best at his weight class, like, you know, Top Rank was, trying to bring him up as. But I do think he has a lot left in the tank. Obviously, he's a super young dude, but interested in seeing some potential fights with him. There's a lot of guys I wouldn't mind seeing him in the ring with at 168. Fucking, Diego Pacheco, somebody like that. You know what I mean? One of these young guys that are really bringing it. And see if he can handle one of them. Because, like I said, the underwhelming performances, don't know. Put him in there with a dog and see if he can come out. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely, like I said, like Berlanga. But the Top Rank split was a little surprising to me. But we'll see what happens next for him, man. We're definitely interested. Also, Ryan Garcia and Oscar, what the fuck is his name? Oscar De La Hoya and them fucking abs. They posted a picture of the contract, the Tank and Ryan contract. Don't know what that means. I know what it fucking means. It means they signed the fucking contract. Well, I'm hoping they signed a contract, but as you know, and boxing fans know, nothing is really on the table until both parties are officially ready, and fuck, damn near got to be fight night. So we'll see what happens in the future. But I'm thinking optimistically. I'm thinking the fight is made. So, I'm definitely excited for Tank Ryan. I do think that's going to help the boxing world kind of make a shift, kind of start seeing more guys hop in there with, top level guys, elite guys with elite guys after this Tank Ryan thing happens, or at least I'm hoping that's what happens. It kind of creates a shift. They see how much money these guys are making from fighting each other. They see the fans. So I'm hoping that's, what happens after this Tank Ryan fight. But we'll see, you know what I mean? But I really just wanted to hop on here with you guys real quick and announce some, some of this news that's coming out, some of these future fights. Definitely going to be in here doing more of this. Got some more interviews coming up, more videos, so stay on the lookout. And please subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at The Boxing Syndicate and TikTok at fucking TBS Boxing. Thank y'all. Have a good one.